Hi guys, it's that time again. Which is better? And it'll be between Like an Everflowing Stream by DISMEMBER and Clandestine by ENTOMBED. And before I continue, I'm going to leave links in the description to check out songs by OMNIUM and GATHERUM, as well as links to check out my Instagram and Twitter page. There you get to see what songs we're listening to, as well as what my band merch collection looks like. So looking at Like an Everflowing Stream by DISMEMBER, many albums came before this, but to my opinion, very few surpass it. Upon its release, it exceeded death metal. What boggles me is that such material was written and played by youngsters, because these guys were teenagers. This was their way of crossing into adulthood, something which makes the rest of our coming of age stories look weak in comparison. Death metal matured to the point where it became perfected on this album. Guitar tone, bass coating, growling style, menacing leads, memorable passages, remarkable composition, monolithic scope and riffs. As much as one sentence can have, let riffs in the last sentence hold the most. Riffs on this album are impeccable, malevolent and greased with boiling distortion. No riff on this album I hear falls short of making me headbang. It as if it hopefully will do it for anyone that listens to death metal. These riffs, backed by colossal bass support, are embalmed in a distinctive changeful guitar tone. It's the fact that these riffs are also supported by such songs that contain depths of leads, twisted atmosphere, and compelling writing. Nothing's half-assed or timid or whatsoever. The aggression is just present here. What DISMEMBER presented with this album, impressive cover art by the way, is a flawless album that tops pretty much any death metal that came before it. For a music genre governed by core instruments, there is no better example of pushing the genre beyond its limitations. With perfection reached, the band surpassed even that to create the most dejective, dynamic death metal album. The production is fantastic, with thickness right from the pounding double bass to the bubbling bass booms to the coarse, frenzied riffs. It's a beastly album in nature and classy in its execution while remaining doomy without sacrificing the compositional strength. Arky's demonic growling through to the annihilating drumming of Epstein onto the forefront with Blomqvist and Senneback and Cabeza and Anderson. This album is the pinnacle of death metal. I can't praise this album enough as a recommendation. It holds the same status. On the songs on this album are at an elite level, with a personal favourite going to override the overture. This album is ideal death metal in every way, and its place in death metal is set. Switching gears, we're going to look at Clandestine by ENTOMBED. These guys helped pave the way for Swedish death metal. The simple sound of the guitars and their unique with using a pedal to augment the distinct tone to the sound of it. Other bands from all over Europe and elsewhere have duplicated this sound, but these guys are the originators. LG paved the way for the unique vocal quality to his throat, and may he rest peacefully. Some songs really hit home with me, such as Stranger Eons, which is really captivating. The whole album has a lot of pivotal highs and not too many lows. The album seems to go on with songs that are absolutely intriguing and unique. Production quality on here was impeccable. They did a favour for ENTOMBED and also the band's first release, Left Hand Path. I thought that the quality was done with precision. The music here is the highlight, and LG's vocals as well. I like everything about this album: its intensity, unique quality of riffs, and the overall musicianship. They really worked hard on making the album be top notch, and they wiped out its competition. It's amazing that this was the original Swedish turned into the distinct quality sound of which these guys are being pretty much the founders of this whole scene. In closing, I will always remember LG because he's no longer with us, sadly. His legacy with ENTOMBED and ENTOMBED AD will always remain special. This album and Left Hand Path will forever reign true forever. If you haven't listened to them, I highly recommend that you do. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought was the better album. Other than that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.